Why can't I find a spiritual man? It's 2001, and my 23-year marriage and everything around me seems to be falling apart. That's when I start coming to CSL. And what I discover over the years is I can bend rebar. I can manifest unexpected money and have these deep spiritual experiences. But why can't I find a man to come to church with me?
One of the hardest parts of letting go of my 28-year marriage is letting go of my dream of growing old with my partner of a lifetime. Even if I find a new partner, I've run out of time. I've lost the chance to ever have a 50th wedding anniversary.
After my divorce and 2 relationships that didn't work, I just give up. I shut down. I don't date for several years. And what I discover is that I had a consultant come over to help me dress my essence, and I had a rude awakening. She took one look at my closet and said, "Honey, you've got to stop taking that nun clothes shopping with you."
I know I'll be okay living on my own. I really don't mind doing things by myself. And still, I really want someone to share my life with me. But will any woman ever really want me? Certainly not until I get it together and lose a whole lot of weight. I feel broken, defective.
Over time, I can feel love beginning to open me. I feel its presence here every Sunday and at classes and Sangha group. I know it's telling me I'm never alone. And I know that if I'm single for the rest of my life, I'll be okay. But there are times, though, when I come to church just to get a hug. Those hugs become my lifeline.
I know that what's mine to do now is build a life on my own as a single man. Build a life of the things that I enjoy. Learn to have fun again. I sit in circle with other men and find that we all have a lot in common. And I find my purpose and a sense of how I can express that in the world. I'm finding the courage to believe I can find love again.
I'm starting to get comfortable being single and coming to church here every week by myself. But lately, no matter where I sit, there seems to be that lovey-dovey couple that finds me and sits right in front of me. At first it was irritating. How did they find me? But then after a while, I started realizing that is what my heart was yearning for. I want a partner to share my spirituality with. Well, maybe I could just find a Buddhist who was open-hearted, who would deal with my woo-woo-ness. But where do I meet a Buddhist?
I feel drawn to services at CSL. I come in alone and sit toward the back and usually slip out quietly without talking to anyone. But I feel at home here. I feel like I belong.
So one day, someone from CSL asked me, did I want to be in a group about a book, Calling in the One? Oh, yay, I thought, this is about that special spiritual field that we call into, and he comes running to my door like the pizza delivery guy. But what I discovered was it was really about opening my heart to the love that is everywhere.
So to make relationship welcome, Kathy Ann says I'll have to date. That really scares me. And so I know that's exactly what I need to do. All right, I'll make relationship welcome by putting myself on eHarmony. My Beyond Limits small group can help me. We'll do a treatment for open-hearted connection. Okay, I can do this. It's just practice. I'm just opening myself to love. That's all I need to do, right? I'm ready for some demonstration.
It's 2010, and I decide, rather than feel all alone, I'm going to write a Valentine's card to my future love of my life. I put it in my feng shui relationship corner, where it sits for the next year.
Well, I've had a couple coffee dates. It didn't feel horrible. Maybe I could like this. This Rebecca sure looks interesting. Who wears a sexy nun costume for Halloween? And puts it on her profile in eHarmony. I've got to meet this woman.
I'm not sure about this online dating thing as a way to meet a spiritual man. Well, what's one more date before I cancel my subscription this weekend? Wow, this coffee date with Rick is different than any date I've ever been on. He had me at, I'm working on my own stuff. He feels so familiar. I find myself just letting go and trusting this perfect stranger.
Wow, I'm completely blown away. I've leapt off the diving board and I have no idea where the water is. This coffee date with Rebecca was amazing. 2.5 hours, the world went out of focus. It swirled around us. It felt amazing. We have so much in common. I'm so happy that she goes to CSL, and we were raised in the same Seventh-day Adventist church community together. We went to the same college. We were even born in the same hospital in Maryland. It's just amazing. And it feels like I've known her forever. How can that be? We just met.
It's Valentine's Day 2011 now. I've only known Rick a week, but I'm going to give him that Valentine's card I wrote a year ago, even though it's really mushy. Is this crazy? I'm running a risk of him just running for the hills, but it just feels like he's the one I wrote it for. He didn't run. And the first time we came to CSL together, he put his arm around me, and I could feel myself begin to cry. It had seemed like an impossible dream. Thank you, God, for sending me my soulmate and my spiritual partner, who is more than I could have ever dreamed.
Yesterday was the 3-year anniversary of that coffee date that turned my world upside down. When we took the plunge and we began a relationship together that is my daily demonstration. And this amazing woman, who is all the gratitude practice I will ever need, this angel of light who opens my heart with her presence, is definitely my partner of a lifetime. The dream I thought I had to give up has been given back to me, and so much more. In this wonderful community, we've experienced the power of love to manifest amazing things that have blown our mental equivalent sky high. We are so blessed to share our journey with you.